winters. They don't have to deal with, you know, the craziness that the Northeast has to deal with. You know what I mean? I think people think faster on the East Coast, in general.
Oh, you gotta fucking think. You see, look at that thing. I watched. Did you see that interview with William Shatner? He interviewed Bernard Getz.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No. Is that on his show?
Very interesting. Very interesting.
I heard Bernie Getz used to be on Opie and Anthony all the time. He's crazy.
He just shot 4 motherfuckers for just insinuating. But he proved them right. He said, they like, how'd you know he was going to mug them? Well, look at 20 years later, 3 out of the 4 are in prison.
Well, it could be because he shot them and fucked their head up, and then they wound up
He shot
being...
those motherfuckers. One was crawling, and he went over and pulled the fucking trigger. He was out of bullets. Did you see the fucking interviews he gave afterward?
No.
He told the New York Times that mothers should have had abortions. Listen, you don't talk like that before you go to sentencing.
Wow.
That's the shit you say from behind bars. He was a stern guy. But I think about that guy when I think about New York. He said, I ain't even giving him the opportunity.
He's out of jail.
Out of jail.
How long has he been out of jail? Long time?
I got thrown out of jail. It happened in '82.
He got thrown out.
Did he go to jail?
What happened was he made bold statements afterward. His attorneys were like, shut the fuck up, guy. So they prosecute him for something else. I forget the story now. If you look it up, they prosecute him for something else. But he was a hero
Well,
and a
they
scapegoat.
just don't want to encourage people to be carrying guns.
Right, to be vigilantes.
But the problem is, man...
But I look at that guy.
What do you do, though? I would, you know, Anthony from Opie and Anthony, he's got to carry. He carries a pistol. They don't talk about it on the radio. I guess the station doesn't like bringing it up. But he's got a fucking gun on him.
You have to.
Got a carry pit permit.
Rat.
You have to. You have to.
You have
In
to.
Texas, you can carry a gun with you, right?
Yeah.
It's way better to
You can
have
most
it
places.
when you need it.
You just got to get a
Than
license.
to need it and not have
I'm
it.
a firm believer. I carried a gun for years, and fucking bad guns and hot guns. And I tell you what, and this is what I tell people all the time, you carry a gun, you carry a knife, you attract that energy.
Yeah.
Next time you get into a beef, somebody's going to have a knife. I never carried a knife again. Nobody ever attacked me with a knife. I got attacked with a knife in Aspen, Colorado.
Really?
And I picked up a fucking pipe. But that, if I wouldn't have slipped the way I did, that guy would have cut me. I picked up a pipe and hit him across the fucking leg with it. But he had like a little fucking...
Where were you attacked, though? You were hanging behind like a strip club at 3 in the
I was at a
morning?
gas
by the
station.
dumps?
I was at a gas station, and the guy was fixing my car like a big garage place. And the guy thought I had said something to him. I'm like, I didn't say nothing to you. My car's right here. He was like, no, you cut me off before. I've been here for 2 hours.
Oh, he was just looking for somebody to stab.
Yeah, he was just a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? So he
Christ.
pulled the knife out. He went like this, and I moved back. And when I moved back, there was a pipe on the fucking, those pipes for wiring. They were redoing the place. And I slipped, and I picked up the fucking pipe. But I always remembered that when I carried a gun, everywhere I would go, people had fucking guns. I'd go to buy a gram of Coke, the motherfucker had a gun.
What are the odds?
Once I stopped carrying
I'm sure that wasn't a
shit,
dream.
A Coke dealer with a gun? Wait a minute.
Once I stopped, like one time I heard a bullet go off one night when I had a gun, 20 feet by me. The guy shot another guy at a club.
Whoa.
And I was a kid. And I remember hearing that fucking thing, and I stopped with guns.
How old were you?
24, maybe.
Yeah.
But I never, ever carried. After I got caught for the machine gun with the kidnapping, I never bore a gun.
That was the last time?
When was the 88?
That was a good last time, though.
Yeah,
88.
machine
You went out
gun.
with a bang.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went out kidnapping somebody.
Yeah.
and
With
duct
a
taping
machine
them.
gun.
Fuck yeah, no fucking around. I want what you got, bitch.
Did you have like the things over your like with the ammo and
No,
you're
no,
like,
not that
I give
retarded.
up.
That's, you know what? That's the ultimate shit you could tell somebody. You know what I
Just had
mean?
the little thing, the
To
little pop.
get some instant respect. Tell them you were arrested for kidnapping
kidnapping?
and you had a machine gun. Damn, that's deep.
That was a
You don't want to
long
fuck with
fucking
that,
time
dude.
ago, bro.
That's the way to get out of a wedding.
Absolutely. That's the way to get out of a lot of things. Trust me.
I got
get
something
you-
to tell you.
But that's the thing. When you carry your weapon, you better be prepared to fucking carry that weapon. I tell that to people all the time. People are like, bro, I'm thinking of getting a gun. Bitch, before you take that gun out, you better think twice.
Is it possible? Here's the question. Is it possible for human beings to ever evolve past this? Is it possible for people to ever evolve past violence and bullshit and lies and hate? Is it possible?
No.
Do we need it?
We need it.
We need it because it fuels.
That's us.
It makes you appreciate love more. It makes you
Yes.
struggle more. It makes the competition
It's
greater.
important.
I
Yeah.
mean, you always think about what's going on. Think about that a half a world away. Everybody's got a machine gun shooting at each other right now. You
Yeah.
could be walking in Israel and fucking on a bus going home, and somebody comes up and says, "Fuck the Jews," and they fucking pull a switch, and there you are.
But on a smaller scale, if people can be, is it just a certain amount? Is it a certain number? Is it like after a certain number, you can't be friends with everybody? I mean, how the fuck do wars get started? I mean, it doesn't get started with a group as small as us, right? It's not 4 people. So if 4 people can get along, what are the numbers? What are the numbers where everybody can have a good, healthy
I think
community?
every 20 people,
20?
there's one bad motherfucker.
You think so?
And then you sort of branch off.
but if you can get rid of them, what's a manageable size? Like if you wanted to start a tribe, like all your own people, what's a manageable size where everybody can be cool with each other? Nobody's going to have any problems with each other. We're all going to be friendly. Everyone's going to be great. 2? 2?
One in a cat.
One in a cat. One in a cat and a fleshlight.
Yep.
It's impossible?
Listen, man, in drama, sometimes you need it.
I think so too.
Change. There's an expression I can't remember right now. That fucking joint.
I've
killed
said
me.
this before, and it sounds crazy, but I think it's all a mathematical equation. I think everything you do in this life, all the people you come in contact with, all your actions, all your motions, it's all part of a giant equation, and everybody's equation is piling up together. Everybody's numbers, what you're doing is affecting me, what I'm doing is affecting him. We're all doing it together, and we're working towards some fucking crazy goal that we just can't see. I believe that.
Me too.
Wasn't Zeus the god of war? What was the mythology?
Zeus?
What was
Well,
he?
Thor was the god of thunder. Zeus was the god of
Something
war.
like that.
Was he
One of
the god
those
war?
guys sent this.
Zeus was
a bad motherfucker.
the grand poopah.
One of those guys sent their son down to see what was going on.
Right.
And this motherfucker came back and they talked about war, all the damage this guy had done, his son.
Right.
And when he went to Zeus and he asked his son, "What the fuck is going on? You know, what are you doing? What are you chopping these heads off?" He says, "Without war, there's no change."
Is that what it is?
Something to do
Maybe.
with that thing.
Yeah. But the question is, can we evolve past this? The problem is you look at the numbers. You look at sustainability, like the sheer numbers of human beings, and then you look at the amount of space that we have. And you got to think, if we're at like 6 or 7 billion now, what's going to happen when it's 20 billion? What's going to happen when it's 80 billion? What's
gonna
gonna
be
happen?
fucked up.
There's a shitload of land though, so there's tons and tons of land. If you just go to
sure?
Ohio, there's just millions and millions of acres of land.
So you think everybody should just move to Ohio?
I
and
know.
solve
I'm
the
just saying
world's
that. I'm
expansion
just saying there's a
problem?
lot of states out there, like South Dakota, shit
Right.
like that. There's just fucking land everywhere.
And who's growing their food?
Mexico,
Where are they getting their meat?
Mexico.
Oh, Mexico. Japan. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's what I worry about. That's the kind of shit that fills my head up every day.
Stop thinking about it. Get
So,
drunk.
it's
We got to get you some Merlot, man. Take away your
Merlot.
weed and take away your Merlot.
It's your birthday. We got to start
Can you
drinking.
party
Let's
like
have
that?
some
Yeah.
shots.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's your birthday.
Where's your
Let's do a
Jack?
shot.
Get your
Let's have
Jack.
some shots.
You got tequila?
I'm not
I gotta
really
drive.
into drinking, just hanging around with a bunch of men.
It's
not
your
really
birthday,
my favorite thing.
dude.
Come on. We'll go in the tank together.
It's your
All
birthday.
4 of us.
I'm not looking for birthday shots. Thank you though. Appreciate it.
How about birthday high fives?
What are you doing tonight?
Birthday high
What are you
fives.
doing tonight, dog?
I'm going out.